Live from the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California, the motion picture capital of the world, it's the 61st Annual Academy Awards.
1989 was one of the biggest years for entertainment.
It was a game changer in so many ways.
In 1989, three unlikely heroes turned the old film business into a modern merchandising machine. The first emerged from the shadows to create a new genre.
What are you? I'm Batman.
1989's Batman is the blueprint for everything that follows it in comic book movies.
A teenage girl helped revive one of the most famous animation studios in the world.
You're not getting cold fins now, are you?
Once Little Mermaid took off, it just became an engine for merchandise.
And a punk kid from America's crud bucket was poised to become a global phenomenon.
Thanks, man.
It had the heat of a flash in the pan, and it wasn't a flash in the pan.
In 1989, studios began to realize the movie's performance at the box office was just its first act.
What these are actually global branded franchises. The impact that they had would ultimately change the nature of Hollywood and the studios.
Okay, Marvel's The Black Panther is on track to pull in $194 million just this weekend.
Another record-breaking weekend. Incredibles 2 outperformed even the outsized expectations.
Avengers: Infinity War is sweeping movie theaters.
This is 640 million worldwide. It's like mind-boggling.
Today, movies and TV shows are merchandising machines. In recent years, most of the top-grossing films have been sequels or franchises. But in 1988, the average Cineplex had far fewer familiar characters. Rain Man was #1 in theaters, but no one turned it into a video game or a theme park ride. That all changed in '89, when Hollywood took 3 big risks that shifted the marketplace, including a producer's gamble on some Hollywood kryptonite.
And on October 3rd, 1979, me and my new partner, Ben Melniker, bought the rights to Batman from DC Comics. I put the rights to Batman in my back pocket, come out to LA, and am turned down by every single studio in Hollywood. The head of production from Columbia Pictures said, Batman will never be successful as a movie because our movie, Annie, didn't do well. I said, what does that have to do with Batman? And he says, oh, come on, Michael. They're both out of the funny pages. So Ben and I met a bright young guy named Peter Guber, and I did the whole pitch to Peter of the dark and serious Batman. And he said, I get it.
At that time, making a movie about Batman was not exactly what the center of gravity was in the movie business. And we began developing it. For years. Nobody really believed in the project until Tim Burton became interested in the project. And he was the flavor of the month.
Peter said, Michael, there's a guy we want you to meet. So the studio then set up a screening for me of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And I saw that movie, and I said, I've never seen a more creative marriage of direction and art direction in my life. And I was sure this was it.
But a great director still needs a great cast. Today, you can get a master thespian to be Magneto. But back then, a big star playing a comic book character seemed unheard of.
And what Tim Burton understood is movies are about villains. In this case, the idea of a villain was a small part. It was only to be 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. He wanted to get Jack Nicholson. Jack read the script, and Jack said, okay, make my deal, I'll do the picture. That changed a lot of thinking. Jack Nicholson was an Academy Award-winning superstar actor. For him to take on this role and give it a gravitas, it was something new. And I remember being out of the studio, I was way over schedule, and Nicholson was screaming, we're here now 5.5 weeks, and I'm missing my Lakers game. Well, I don't want to put this makeup on anymore. It just takes forever to put this makeup on. He had this incredible smile wiped onto his face, the Joker smile, and he was pissed. But he had a smile on his face, and I started laughing, actually.